Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today we're going to be taking a look at this cool weapon light that was sent over to me by Fenix, and that is the Fenix GL07. Now, this is a compact high output light for compact handguns and smaller micro handguns as well. But of course, you should definitely check out the website and see if it fits the specific handgun that you are looking to get a weapon light for. Right off rip, this has some cool features that I am very excited to show you guys because it's something that I'll get a lot of benefits from. But let's just go around the box so you guys could kind of get the specs, and then I'll check it out and just kind of talk about the build quality and stuff like that. But yeah, it has a quick release structure, has instant activation, a modular sliding rail, which is one of my favorite features, and a limited lifetime warranty, 5-year free repair. So that is super cool. That also lets you know that the company definitely believes in their product, which is one of those things I look for when I buy something. It has 700 lumens, a 240 meters max beam distance, which is very sufficient for a weapon light, and a 800 milliamp hour battery, which is included. Now, this is also a rechargeable battery that's included, and that's also another cool feature that I definitely want to show you guys. Now, here in the back, you'll get the specs. We're not going to go too much into it, but just so you guys could kind of get an idea. Output, like I said, is 700 lumens. A runtime of about 1 hour to 5 hours and 30 minutes. Distance around 240 meters to 110 meters. Intensity, you got all the features here. Intensity, it has about 12,000 candelas, so 3,000 candelas. That also depends on I believe what changes that would be the battery type that you are running on it. And impact resistance is around 1 meter, and it is rated waterproof at IPX7, which is nice feature to have, especially on a weapon light that you'll everyday carry, because you can never predict the weather, especially when we might need to use the light or the firearm itself. So let's get into the box and the packaging. Let's check this out. As you can see, it's housed nicely, very well protected. Right here, you'll get the manual. The manual comes in different languages. It does have a little QR code if you want to see the manual and register your product on the apps. But yeah, manual. Right here, you got a spare little rubber gasket to make sure you keep the light itself waterproof. It also has this plastic little adapter that you will mount. Let me get it out the plastic. You will mount this on the light itself depending what firearm you are mounting it on. So yeah, here you get the little rubber gasket. Which is a nice feature that they bring. So right here you get a little plastic adapter, and depending the firearm that you're gonna mount the light on, you will be swapping this out, and that is very easily done. You don't need a tool to do this. You just grab onto that little lip. I'll turn it on the side so you guys can see. So it has a nice little kind of protruding little lip right there that you could just grab it and twist and turn and replace this with any other one that you need. And it also comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable, and this is to charge the battery itself. So that is one thing I like right off rip, but we'll go into that right now. Let me just show you guys what you get. So the light itself is a nice light, very well made, nicely blacked out. It has a nice matte finish, which I like. It doesn't shine, doesn't stand out, which is something I always look for in anything that I everyday carry. I don't want things to be too flashy. I want things to be subtle and kind of discreet. Going around it has a nice mounting system, which is my favorite part about this light, the GL07, and that is that it has this little kind of a latch. So this is a toolless light that you can mount and dismount without using any tools, which for me is way better than any other system, because a lot of the other systems, if you don't have a tool in handy, you're not going to be able to mount it or dismount it. Here you could easily mount and dismount the light because it is a latch kind of style system, which is super sweet. Aside from that, latch is also adjustable in very small increments, which is another thing that I really like. I'm gonna show you guys close up. You can see it has these little teeth grooves, so you could be very detailed and very specific in how you want to mount it, and of course depending on the handgun itself. So you could hear it's very satisfying clicks, very satisfying clicks, and you have a few good amount of clicks to be able to get that exact fitting on whatever firearm you have. Once you find the perfect distance that you need the light to be towards the trigger guard, you just latch it. So that is very nice. Obviously right here you have a very familiar system when it has to do with the pressing and engaging the light itself. A long press will be on until you let go, and of course a short press will keep the light on itself. It also has a strobe feature, which is nice. But yeah, this is very nice, very well made. Like I said, I will do a follow-up video where I'll have this mounted on at least 2 to 3 different firearms, so you guys could have an idea of how it looks and how it would and which firearms it would fit as well. Now let me show you guys one of my favorite features, aside from that mounting system and just the fact that you could be very precise with the fitting. This is another part that I love so much about this, and that is that it has this replaceable 800 milliamp hour battery. Now the sweet thing about this replaceable battery is that the battery itself is where you're going to be charging it. So right here you see it has a USB-C port where you'll be able to just connect the USB-C cable and charge it to the wall, and then you just go and put it right back in, and just like that you charge your battery and you are back in action. Now the benefit about having that style of charging is that the battery is not internal in the sense that you could replace the battery. It's not going to be in there, and once it runs out then you just throw out the light. No, here once the battery is exceeded the amount of charges that the lifetime of the battery has, you could just go and replace the battery and keep using the light itself. There is some lights that has internal batteries, and once the batteries go, you just throw out the light itself. And I don't think that's convenient, especially if the light itself is still working and not giving you any issues. Then that system is super duper nice. So this is the other little latch right here, as you can see. Let me see if you guys can see that. It has a GL, which stands for Glock. So right here, this is the little adapter that will be perfect to mount a Glock on. So that is easily removed. You just turn it around and replace that little thing. But yeah, as you can see, it's very easily to just turn and replace, depending, like I said, the firearm that you need it for. But this is the Fenix GL07. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, I will have a follow-up video where I'll have this mounted on another firearm, on a few firearms, so you guys can see how it looks and which firearms it fits as well. But yeah, thank you to Fenix for sending this over. They did send over a bunch of cool lights, so I will be doing a few more videos. But I wanted to start with this one just because it is going to be getting a lot of use out of it. Well, I will be getting a lot of use out of it because you guys know I have a bunch of compact and smaller handguns. So this will fill a multitude of those firearms that I own. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about this light, and if there's any other light that you think this compares well to. I think this is a direct competition to the nightstick that I have, the TCM10, I believe it's called, and the TLR7 sub. Size-wise, build quality, it really I think it's going to be more of a personal decision because they all kind of have a very well solid build, and it's going to go based off of looks, convenience, and of course if it fits the firearm you want it for. But that's it for now, guys. I just want to say real quickly, sorry that I haven't been as consistent as normal with the channel. I've been going through a lot of personal stuff with the family, and it's kind of switched up my priorities around. So trying to stay focused on the channel now. Hopefully this week I'll get some videos dished out. I got a lot of products that was sent over, and I kind of got backed up with a lot of work. So I will be dishing out a lot of cool videos. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. I'm out of here. God bless, guys.